Yo, what's up, everybody? This is, I think, week number 5 of the podcast. I'm not even really fucking sure what week that we're even on anymore. We got another new set for you. This is a different set. We're trying this one out. Could be fucking good. It could be bad. Honestly, I don't know. I just set it up really quick tonight. Leave it in the comments if you think that this one looks better. I'm thinking it's kind of fancy. Maybe I'm going to... Well, I don't know if you could say that it's fancy, but it looks a little bit more professional anyway. So I don't know. I'm thinking that maybe I'm going to use this one, at least if not for this, then maybe for like... music videos or whatever. Hey, anyway, so by the way, I tried to do this shit this week. Yeah, this microphone, I guess it's not that low. Maybe my back's just all fucked up. But I tried this new thing this week. Have you guys ever heard of this shit called like cupping massaging or what? Not any of that weird shit, okay? It's like an actual I don't know, this thing, they put this fucking thing on you and they like fucking like sucks on your back or whatever. I don't know. I know you guys have fucking seen this shit. And anyway, it leaves like a fucking like a ring, like a fucking bruise on you. It's weird. I kind of forgot that a little bit at first, and then I remembered. I was like, oh yeah, these things do that. But I thought it was kind of like, I have like one of those Hydra guns or whatever the fuck. I don't know. I got like 3 of them because my back's all jacked up all the time. So I have a bunch of those like really rapid fire massaging things, and those things work great. But dude, this freaking cupping thing, dude, like it's I don't know. It just leaves like a mark on you. I don't feel any different other than when I'm using the damn thing. Like I legit don't feel anything different like at all. But I was just kind of wondering, like, if you guys have ever tried it and if you felt like it did anything. I guess it has like this like red light shit that it uses too, or I don't know, because it does kind of feel like a little bit warm when you use it. But anyway, I don't know. I've been trying that thing out. I've heard some mixed reviews. My girl said it's actually a bunch of bullshit. So I'm just kind of wondering, like, is that thing actually a good thing for you? Because I know like they have some weird like experimental kind of massage bullshit things, like the not massage necessarily, but what's the one they like stick you with, acupuncture, where they stick you with the needles. Apparently that shit's supposed to work. Although I never tried it. Do people even do that anymore? I remember it was really popular like 10 years ago, but I can't even honestly say that I've ever even seen a place out here that advertises for that. And you would think if it's popular that they would have shit like that out here, but I honestly haven't seen it. So I don't know. I tried that shit. Yeah, it's pretty weird. I don't know. I'm thinking it's a hoax. It's a scam. I'm going to send it back, add it to the returns bin. If you guys remember, they already know all about me at the returns department from the last podcast episode. But anyway, so yeah, I've tried that shit. I don't think it's worth a damn. So yeah, I'm gonna send that back. Shit, I wanted to tell you guys something. I forgot. Oh, I just was watching the Laker game, by the way. Dude, I don't know. The Lakers, they could be decent. Man, every time, just when you start to rule LeBron out, fuck, man, he's incredible, dude. The dude, he legit. I know I said I wasn't gonna make a sports podcast, but here we are, my life, fucking sports anyway. And so, the dude, literally, legit, he fucking blocks the ball, and he literally blocks the ball at one end of the court, steals it, and runs it all the way down to the other end for a fucking 3-point play, a foul attempt, and makes the shot. He is still fucking like so unguardable, so unbeatable. I would love to know, how can you knock LeBron James? Like he's great, dude. It's the NBA's rigged, because for like a fucking a 10-year period of time, he was literally like the best player in the entire league, and he won MVP like one time. So how the fuck are you the best player in the entire league that everybody's afraid to play? They know that he's gonna probably fucking beat them, and then yet you still don't somehow win MVP. I know there were years where Steph was amazing, that he was also playing against him, but 1v1, definitely you're not taking him over LeBron. And team aspect wise, still, I don't see how you're saying that LeBron's not beating anybody, especially in that 10-year stretch. Maybe the competition's raised up to his level. Well, not up to his level, but he's dipped a little bit down so that it's more of an even playing field. But still, like, the dude's amazing. He gets way too much shit and flack out there. So good for you, LeBron. I hope you fucking win another one, and I hope you win 7 of them so you can shut everybody the fuck up finally. Yeah, I've been keeping it busy out here. Shit's getting nuts. Dude, people get crazy, man. There were, like, today was an insane, one of those, like, when we used to be in fucking school, like in high school, and everybody would wear, like, you would just kind of, like, perk up or I don't know, wake up a little bit after your like 10:30 a.m. nap and fucking science class or whatever the fuck, and you realize like everybody's got like a shade of blue on or something. Matrix shit. See, no, but really though, like it's kind of weird. It's like they like upload it into your fucking brain. Everybody's wearing a color or whatever. I was never really usually one of those ones, by the way, but I'm just saying like the other ones around me, you notice that they had like most people had the same color on that day. Well, anyway, what I was getting to was fucking today at work, dude. Oh my God. Like one person after the next was complaining with different people. They weren't even with me. I'm just watching around as everybody's getting crucified around me about complaint. This one guy's fucking complaining. Legit, like the guy literally was talking to saw him talking to one of the managers there. And, well, actually I heard him talking to him on the phone saying that, he was like, you don't fucking understand me. Like I'm a lawyer and I'm going to fucking sue your ass. Because my car's all fucked up and you didn't even understand how it is to be responsible for a fucking car that burns down a building in Newport Beach. Meanwhile, the car didn't actually burn down. He's just talking about the fact that it might burn down. And meanwhile, the manager has nothing to do with building the car. He's just trying to help the guy fix it. And he's literally talking to him and he's like, you don't fucking understand. You don't fucking understand how it's gonna burn down a building and then you're gonna be liable, buddy. Do you know anything about being liable for that? I'm gonna sue your ass. What's your name? And I want to know your employee number and I'm bringing my car. It was just fucking, he was being a psycho, a typical psycho. So this guy's fucking going off on him and I'm listening and we're both kind of laughing at him, getting yelled at by the crazy guy. So the next day goes in and that's today. And then a guy shows up and he's talking about some shit and he's talking about a recall and he's kind of freaking out or whatever. But then he kind of settles down. He's talking to an infantry manager. He kind of chills the fuck out. I'm so glad I don't have to be a manager at this place. Like I am like, whoo, like 10 years of management. I'm glad I'm finally giving myself a little break, although it's not going to probably last much longer. But holy shit. So this guy's kind of giving it to this guy, right? And then he chills out and then he talks to another guy and he's shooting the shit and you can see the crazy starting to go a little bit, but like, for the most part, he's normal. And then he chills the fuck out and leaves. Okay. So then I tell the guy and we're talking to the guy and we're shooting the shit, the manager that I overheard the conversation with. And I'm like, hey, yeah, I guess that guy already came. I didn't even know that was the guy, but he already came. And they were like, oh, yeah, he wasn't so bad. Or you just can't handle hard phone calls. And they're making fun of him. And I'm like, dude, I was there. This guy's a fucking nut. You have no idea. So fast forward 3 hours later after lunch or whatever. And, don't you know, he goes in his office, he shuts his door and they're having a powwow. Him and a couple employees don't know what the fuck's going on in there. Someone's getting yelled at. I don't fucking know. But legit, I get this girl and this dude and he comes in and I fucking look at the ticket and I'm like, oh, hey, Diane? And he's like, Dana. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, you better start typing. And I was like, okay, wow, you must have, you're not Diane. It says Diane. You're Dana? Okay, sorry. And he's like, you better start typing, son. You're on the clock. Are you listening? And he's like, I'm from DLCD Insurance. And my car is about to catch on fire. And I'm like, hang on a second. You're going to talk to Ryan. And he's like, no, I'm not. And I'm like, yeah, you're going to go talk to Ryan. I literally heard you talking to him. You have to go talk to Ryan. He's the manager. He's going to help check you in. And he's like, are you refusing to service me? And I'm like, no, I said that you need to talk to Ryan. And so then the guy starts freaking out and he's like, you're not going to service my vehicle here. And I'm like, dude, I literally never said that. I just said, I'm going to go get my manager, Ryan, and I'm going to let him talk to you so that we can straighten this out and get you checked in. Okay. And he's like, okay, no problem. And I'm like, all right, perfect. So why don't you guys want to go sit down, take a seat in the lobby? And he's like, yeah, I'm going to go sit wherever you want me to sit. I'm like, okay, so go ahead. You can go sit down. So he's like, boop, 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 his little hoe that he's got with him or whatever. You'll see how she's a side bitch. So anyway, so the story continues, and he fucking goes, and I go in the office and I shut the door and I see that he's in the middle of some shit. The manager talking to a couple employees. He's on the phone with someone else being a little whiny fucking bitch. Everybody's a fucking whiny bitch. What's wrong with all of you? Calm the fuck down. But anyway, you're all just getting real fucking sensitive. I don't know what drugs you're on, but maybe you should give me some. But I don't take drugs, so maybe that's my fucking problem. Maybe us people that don't take drugs, we're the fucking problem now, because maybe are we the fucking minority? I don't know. I know I look like I'm on fucking drugs or talk like I'm on drugs, so I definitely don't need them. But anyway, so I'm in the fucking office and he's in some shit, and I'm like, oh fuck, he doesn't even know that this fucking Dana fucking guy apparently is here now. I gotta let him know, and he's already in the middle of some shit. So I'm trying to kind of like let him know, but I don't want to interrupt the phone call. So I kind of let it play out. And then I can see through the windows. The windows are tinted. It's kind of nice. Like, it's like a nice tinted office, so they can't fucking really see you. They can only kind of see shadows and shit. It's great, but you can see the other way. So anyway, so I'm kind of looking, and it's like a panoramic glass fucking thing. It's pretty nice office. So yeah, so I'm like looking at them, and they're starting to stir and shit, and we've been in there 5 minutes, and the phone call just keeps going and going and fucking going and shit, and he just can't get this other guy off the hook. So then I start to see the guy stirring, and then the fucking side bitch takes out the phone, and he starts fucking, she's like recording at this point. What the fuck are you recording? They're literally sitting in the lobby, and he's like pointing at papers, and he's like this, like he's a fucking professor or some shit. And he's like, no, and I just see it, fucking silhouette, because, I can't fucking hear anything at this point. So after a while, they're doing that shit, and she's like fucking videoing the TVs in the lobby or whatever. And I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck? And these fuckers don't even know what's going on. He has no idea that this crazy person's even here yet, and he's about to be handed another pile of shit, hence me not envying him. So I'm trying to somehow get him to know that he needs to speed it up, but like also not interrupt their shit. So I'm sitting in there, and then finally the guy has the fucking balls to fucking, he comes over, and she's still recording him the whole time, and he fucking starts to open the door, and he's like, hey, and he's on the phone still talking to the other maniac, by the way, and he's like, hey, I don't know what you guys are doing in here. But I'm like, dude, no, and then the other guy that is trying to help the manager mediate the phone call conversation is like, get them out of here. Like, he has no idea what's going on, and they don't understand why I'm barging in trying to like take over their escalated case. But the thing is like, this guy's fucked. So, and he's not like a fucking, like, he like look wealthy actually. So anyway, so like they looked fine and good and sharp and shit. So anyway, so I'm like, you gotta get out of here. You gotta get out of here. So they close the door behind me, and then I'm out there with them. And then she starts fucking recording everybody, like still recording everybody. And he's asking me questions. She's like, are you not gonna service my car? Are you not gonna service my car? And I'm like, dude, no. And you do not have permission to record me, by the way. So please turn it off. No, dude, I just need you to sit down. He's gonna be right out and talk. You're not gonna service my car. I'm leaving. I'm not waiting for you. I don't have time for this. I'm leaving my car. I'm like, you can't leave your car unless you sign a work order. You like literally can't do it. It's illegal. And he's like, no, I can do whatever I want, and my car's gonna explode in your parking lot. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? So he just keeps going and going and going and on. And then she's like kind of a little bit going on, but being the little bitch behind the camera going on and on. So I just fucking like basically a little bit was a bitch a bit and ran away, but mainly because I shouldn't have to be the one to mediate that situation. Like, that's just not my role here. So I legit just like was the unlucky one that got dealt the card somehow, but it fucking figures. Of course, it's fucking me getting it. So anyway, so I fucking was like, guys, go away. So I go back in the room to like get away from them, and then he fucking keeps coming back in the room again with the camera, while the poor fucking guy's on the phone still. And I'm like, dude, no, and I'm trying to shut the door, and he's pushing the door at me, and I'm pushing it closed, and I'm like, no, dude, you legit don't want to feel me actually close this on you. And he's like, you're gonna service it or I'm leaving it here. And I just fucking shut it at him, dude. I just fucking shut it at the guy. The guy is fucking crazy or something. So anyway, so all that shit happened. And then I had another couple of wackos come in, and one guy needed a fucking thing, a wheel lock. So I walk him over there, and another guy, I checked another guy out, and then I called his car up, and then I gave the guy his receipt and shit, and they're supposed to bring it up, and then I checked the other guy out, and then I walked him over to the place to get the part, and then I come back, and the other guy's like, "Hey, they didn't bring my car up yet," and I'm like, "Dude, it's been like 1 minute, but okay, I'll be right over there." So then I take care of the guy that's getting the part, and then I fucking go over to find the guy by the door to see if his car came yet, and I wanted his paperwork to read the vehicle back out in the walkie-talkies. That's how we tell the people that the cars are coming up. We fucking tell them on walkie-talkies. I'm working at a dealership right now, FYI. So anyway, so I go over to get his receipt to call it up, and he's not even there anymore. I'm like, they're all like little fucking kids. It's like literally insane. Stop being fucking little kids just because you want something. You're full of shit. Anyway. So they're being like little kids. I go over there. I fucking open the door. I'm like, where the fuck did he go? So then I go to the other side and I open the door, and then I see him in the back. The fucking guy that wanted his car called up. He's opening cars, like opening doors to cars. Like, what are you doing? He's fucking opening doors to other cars, and he's like, I'm trying to just move these cars so I could get my car out of here. And I'm like, your fucking car isn't even over here. And I'm like, you need to get out of here, dude. Get out of there and come back over to the front. He's like, dude, I just want my car. Like, you're so unprofessional. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? You're going through people's cars. Did you used to work here? And he's like, no, I've just been here a lot. I'm like, dude, go back to the front and I'll call your car up. And then sure as shit, before I even finished saying that, literally his car's like driving by us. I'm like, there's your car. Isn't that your truck right there, dude? And he's like, oh yeah, that's mine. I'm like, thanks, bro. You have a good day. So then I fucking go back in, and this poor motherfucker, at this point, the manager, somehow the fucking crazies, he got off the phone with the one, and the crazies are in the office, and apparently they fucking went in the office and then threw another shit show at him, and then just refused to sign anything, and just literally fucking left their car there and then abandoned it. Like, they just left it there. So, like, we know the deal, and he already was on it, and he's calling them up. Once he finds out that they left the car, he just called them up and he's like, hey, I'm towing your car. It has no legal right here. You didn't fucking sign anything. You just literally left your car here for no reason, like a psycho. I mean, like, what are you guys doing is what I'm saying, basically. Like, what the fuck is going on with everybody? Oh, and then also, while he was on the phone with them about that they fucking crazily left their car, then another guy's fucking customer was like, I'm not paying my bill. My car's been here for 3 weeks. I'm not paying it. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with all of you? Oh, and then there was another one today too. It was pretty, I actually feel bad for these people. They're totally right. The fucking poor girl was like crying and shit. But I had literally so I met the husband the other day. And I had never met them before, and apparently he told me the story, but basically when I met him, he was giving me his new car. So he was like, Vince, I just fucking I literally just returned the loaner vehicle to you. I fucking picked up my check. I'll say it. The Chrysler bought out my car. They fucking bought it out, and they paid me for it. And shit, dude. And I literally go to drive out the driveway. I fucking just dropped off the loaner vehicle with you. I drive out the driveway with a new car. It's got 32 miles on it, and it didn't make it out of the fucking driveway. I'm like, are you fucking serious, dude? Like, not like that, but pretty much like that. I usually try to keep it real with them, and I think they appreciate it. So I was like, dude, oh my God. Like, and I felt really bad, And so that shit happened, and then they checked it in, and then it wound up being that, like, they looked at it, and they were like, oh yeah, everything's fixed, and it's fine, and there isn't any issues. That's never how that fucking goes. It just means that they were fucking not fucking doing their job right, and that's on them. So legit, so I returned his car to him yesterday, and then he comes in right around all this madness. Well, actually, no, the wife came in because the light came on again, and she was again, it's brand new fucking car. So she was fucking, at first she was fucking texting me, and she's like, you're gonna get me a loaner car, and you're gonna get me a car, and it's gotta be a van, and I need it now, and it needs to have a third row seat. I'm like, okay, well, the person that deals with loaning out the cars, there's like a 30-person list. I'm gonna put you right at the front so long as I can, but a car with 3 rows, I don't even know if they have one. And this is by text, by the way, before she even gets there. And then she just keeps going on and on and on. And of course, she's giving me all her problems, even though I just met them, because that's the way that shit goes. They just fucking, it's like a call center, the way they just fucking load you up with shit. So she's loading me up with all her shit, and this is via text. Well, people think I'm just sitting there playing a video game or something, asking me questions and shit. It's fucking nuts. So there's fucking a bunch of different fucking people like her just asking me questions via text, like I'm like 9 people at once, and then people are coming up telling me how's my day, and did the fucking did you watch the baseball score? Another guy, and then you got a fucking parts guy coming in and fucking be like, hey, what's up, dude? And it's like, dude, shut the fuck up, all of you. But anyway, so this girl's going off on me, and I'm just trying to help her, and he literally said, hey, I'm legit just trying to help you. I never met your husband before this. I don't know if you know that. And she's like, I don't care. I just want a car. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, I don't know. I'll try. And so I'm messaging her for a few hours or whatever. And then I tell her, I know we're going to get you a car. I just don't know what kind, but please feel free to come on down. But you're not going to deal with me anymore. You're going to have to deal with management. You already should have been. So she's got to deal with the manager too. So by the time she comes in, while all that shit was going on, she's fucking like, like fucking crying and shit. And it's like, I mean, yeah, it's bad, but also like, I know your car drives. You can drive out of here. And sure as shit, after the whole 20 or 30 minute ordeal with the manager on that one, when I come back to my desk, I didn't even want to be near her at that point. I just don't want to get involved anymore. So I come back to my desk and I'm like, so what the fuck happened? I see her still wandering around the parking lot. They're like, oh yeah, she's just going to take it. Like she's just going to take her new car back with the check engine light. I'm like, what did you even solve? So I don't know, dude. It's just people getting nuts out here. People just getting nuts. I don't know. This is supposed to be funny. A funny podcast. I don't know if this is even funny at this point. You're probably like, wow, this poor guy just put him to sleep and fucking end his misery. But shit, dude. I mean, man, shit gets whack. I never thought I was going to talk about my job on here because honestly, I don't give a fuck. But man, dude, people just getting crazy. It's not even, everybody's acting like they're like a bunch of fucking homeless people on the street or something. And you know what life is everybody's just a bunch of people just throwing shit at each other. You're just trying to get the fuck away from it or something, but yeah, so it's been pretty wild. I did have a nice walk last week. Mia and I, we went to the beach. We went to the ocean, right? Mia is behind. She's still part of the audience. Don't get confused. Just because we changed the set doesn't mean that we changed the audience around here, So, yeah, I did get a nice little cool light I wanted to show you guys. I know I told you I was going to put something up in the middle, but then I wound up doing this other fucking thing with that background. I think it's cool. It's kind of a nice little curtain, very neutral. I like the black. I always kind of wanted a black curtain. I kind of fucked around with like a one that I jimmy rigged, and I fucking basically just took a goddamn bed sheet and cut some holes in it and hung it up on the fucking curtain thing. And I don't know, that worked out for some period of time, but now I'm just like fucking kind of over it. So damn, it's already getting so fucking late. I don't know how I'm gonna have the fucking time to do this shit all the time, and then I gotta edit all the videos. It sucks, but I mean, what the fuck do you care? So yeah, so that's been what's going on. People are just getting wacky, and yeah, I wish that people would just chill the fuck out. Oh shit, there was another thing I wanted to tell you guys too, but for some reason I can't remember what the fuck it was. Yeah, guys. Oh, I saw Joe Biden. Joe Biden met Damar Hamilton. That was really nice. Yeah, Joe Biden's like meeting everybody. I think he's like trying to kind of copycat Obama. Although I saw that Damar Hamilton took a picture in the White House of a picture. He took a picture with a picture of Michelle Obama. So I'm still thinking that he's still if you're trying to top somebody as like a rock star kind of status guy, and obviously Trump was extremely popular in his own right and his own people, but I'm thinking Obama's still the guy to dethrone there, Mr. Joe. So, I'm gonna have to work on that one, dude. He's like legit. Like, he seems like a nice guy, but man, he is really old to be running literally anything. I mean, you got to think about it for a second. Like, the United States of America is like literally the biggest company in the world. And would you have that guy? Would you hire that guy to run like a fucking McDonald's? Like one McDonald's, like one fucking McDonald's. Could you see Joe Biden fucking being like, oh fuck, the fucking fries aren't ready yet. Oh fuck, no, like, dude, that guy would literally he would fucking pass out after like one angry customer or just like whatever, Actually, probably half of these politicians would. I don't even know, man. It's like all of our politics are just fucking rigged at this point anyway, and we all know it. It sucks. I wish that we would do something to change it, but I guess it'll never fucking fucking it'll never fucking change, I guess, is the way that it's going. They run the show, and we just keep letting them run it that way. You know, I don't know. I don't know. Getting pretty strict with the guns shit too, so I'll be interested to see how all that shit plays out. But man, we're starting to finally get, some nice weather over here. I'm appreciative of that. It's actually like a really cool time of year. Well, actually that time's kind of past, but usually it's like February, March, because you get like nice blue sunny skies, warm weather, but then we also get like snow on the mountains. So I think that's pretty cool. I'm not used to that being a New York guy, but I quite like it. So but anyway, so yeah, dude, I just wanted to tell you guys that story about that crazy fucking guy because, dude, he's a fucking psycho. I don't think that's normal. Do you guys think that's normal? I don't think that shit's normal. Anyway, listen, guys, leave me on the comments if you think that the new setup looks good. I'm trying to shoot this one in S-Log. I don't know if I did it right or if I'm gonna do it right or not yet, but I'm gonna try. I used to shoot all my music videos in S-Log, or I would try it, for the most part. But with the podcast, for whatever reason, I had been struggling with it, and I just kind of wanted to do a fucking point and shoot kind of shit, So yeah, but on this one, I want to try to see if the colors look good and everything. So I hope that they do. If you have any tips or recommendations on how I should move some shit around, please let me know. I know that if you can see the PS5 in this video, I'm not sure if I'm gonna crop that out or not yet. But dude, those things are I was talking to my buddy Aiden today about that. Dude, what were they thinking? Like, dude, that thing is so big. It's like an albatross. And the thing is like, I don't know. Maybe it has to do with the way that they want it to be set up so they want it to stand up to cool it for the cooling and stuff. But dude, like, why, if something is so huge, why would you make it so that you can only make it stand this way so everybody notices it? If you just let it lay on the table like a normal appliance, like a fucking DVD player, if you guys fucking know what DVDs are, do you remember that shit? Like, that was long and horizontal and we didn't give a fuck. So why don't you fucking make the PS5 Sony? Why don't you fucking make it like go that way, like a normal thing? I don't know, or make it do both like your old ones. I know that you can fucking do it on this one, but you fucking can't. If you guys have ever seen or owned a PS5, if you try to lay it on its side, it's like a fucking, like, it's supposed to look like a wave or something. So try to lay a wave on its side, it fucking collapses. No, I mean, it doesn't collapse, but literally, like, it rocks and shit if you lay it on its side. It's so weird. It doesn't lay flat at all. So yeah, the PS5 is weird. Hey, what's up with fucking printers, by the way? Like, are you guys fucking around with us? Because yeah, I don't know, but like, I just kind of get the feeling like every time I get a printer, I always get like a $20 or $30 printer. But like, also when you notice that you'll get that like $20 or $30 printer on Black Friday, that the fucking ink for it is like $45. So like, what the fuck? It makes literally no sense. And the ink legit never lasts. The only ones that have it down right is that fucking Epson company. They got like how I remember we used to do it in like 1999. My dad used to fucking fill the shit up, but that was like ghetto. Like, he would like stab the cartridge and squirt it in there or whatever, all the ink. It was kind of cool, but back then I don't think fucking anybody was doing that, or maybe everybody was doing that. I don't know. Shit was so archaic back then when you think about computers and stuff. But what I was saying is the Epson ones, dude, like, you can literally, they've got like a reservoir or whatever where you can like just fill it up, like you just like kind of squirt it in there or something, and it fills it up. I think that's probably pretty good for the environment and a way better deal than these fucking cartridge ones. But I don't know. I mean, I just kind of feel like it's a scam. You buy a printer that's $20 or $30 and the cartridge is $45, and you go through it like maybe more than it barely even lasts once a month. And I don't really print that much. I mean, imagine if you were actually using it. I feel like it's like kind of a fucked up deal. But anyway, so I don't know. Oh, I got a new griddle, by the way. That thing's really cool. It makes like, I already have like a fucking whoop-de-doo little omelet pancake maker. But this thing, though, I gotta say, the pancakes are pretty dope, but the thing that fucking kicks ass, I made a Philly cheesesteak on it. Dude, it's so good. Like, seriously. It makes, like, the best fucking Philly cheesesteak. So I really would recommend that you guys, if you have the counter space, you should consider maybe getting a little griddle because, dude, this is baller. And you could, I have, like, a little indoor grill, actually, by Ninja. Now, that fucking thing you should get. That thing is sick. Oh, you know what else I have from Ninja, by the way? Oh, I actually have two of these things, but I have, like, this, I don't know. It's like a blender, but it's an ice cream machine. And dude, there's some sick shit. I make so much ice cream, it's bad. I'm like literally getting fat. But the thing is though, is like you can make some sick ice cream with this thing. You should look it up. It's called the Ninja Creamy, and basically, dude, like one of the coolest things, like basically what you do is you put all the shit, like the liquid in the cup, and then you put it in the freezer and you got to freeze it for like 24 to 48 hours. And then it like sort of blends it up, but it's not really a blender either. You got to look it up. It actually works like an impact drill. But it's really cool. And the coolest thing about it is like, you can actually, and I made this and I had some today. I hope I put that back in the freezer or it might have melted. But anyway, so I made this this dish, and literally all it is just, you just get like a bunch of fucking bananas basically. And they say to mash it up, but I legit, me and being a fucking idiot, I just fucking punch the shit out of it in the cup. I just fucking like, and basically that's how I mash it up. And then I put it in there, right, Mia? I put it in the fucking freezer and I freeze it. And dude, it's like the best fucking banana ice cream shit ever. And it's literally just a banana, like literally it's a fucking frozen banana that you put in this goddamn machine after you fucking froze it for like a couple days, and it's literally banana ice cream without any cream in it or anything. And it literally looks like, you should Google it, like, or watch the YouTube video. There's some good ones out there. Like it literally is fucking ice cream from a banana. So I don't know, it's pretty cool. So I really like that thing. And then we have the XO Ninja Indoor Grill. That thing is really, really good. It makes excellent chicken, but also like you can sear steaks on it. It's got like a thermometer so you don't overcook shit. Fucking saves my dumb ass's life, that's for sure, because I fucking suck. I'm like the kind of guy like I would literally put a steak on the fucking grill and it would have been perfect if I just remembered that I put it on the grill 5 minutes ago, and then 10 minutes later I fucking burn it. That's me. So I need shit like that in my adaptive fucking stupid ass fucking life. But so anyway, the grill is fucking it's sick. But what I was gonna say about it is like I usually make my burgers on that now, but you could probably make burgers on this grill, man. I'm telling you, it's pretty cool. I mean, you should get one. You should get one if you got the counter space, and they're like maybe $80 or $100. And dude, it's killer. Just for the Philly cheesesteak alone, it's fucking killer. So yeah, I'm like a crazy appliance nut. I have like way too many things. And my girl bought a juicer. I got a fucking 2 coffee machines. Why do I have 2? I don't know. Well, I actually know why. I bought like one that makes like a full coffee pot, like a cup for like a group of guests or whatever. But then I also have one that makes cold brew, but that's just a single cup. Now that thing is really cool. So I really like the cold brew one. So that's why I have 2 of them. And then I have an ice machine, and then I have the juicer. The juicer is really sick. I forget exactly what the name of it is, but it's a really good one. I don't know, it's like a Mana or something. I don't know, something fancy. But yeah, so I really like that. I got way too many appliances. I think Mia is getting to the time where she's thinking it's dinner time during the podcast. Hey, Me, go sit down. Me, hey, go sit down. You're interrupting the podcast. Anyway, well, that's probably my cue. I didn't have much to say on this one anyway. I just kind of wanted to hammer one out and see how the background looked and all that shit. We're still really in the test phases of this thing anyway. And damn, I'm shot again, babies, for the podcast here, my people. You know, so there's not much I can do. Hey, can you please be careful of the equipment? You're like legit, like gonna knock it over. Hey. Oh, you're really testing your luck. Oh, she fucking hits the camera and everything. Okay, well, that's going to be it for this one, guys. I hope you have a great week, and we'll see you later. Why you got to fucking, why you got to knock the fucking camera? I'm trying to finish a video, you know that. She's just looking at me. All right, goodbye. Always looking for something, we wind up with nothing. Yeah. Been trying for months and we crying about worth it.